Thanks for listening, everyone. We appreciate you spending some time with us, and we'll see you again. Don't forget, we're everywhere: Spotify, Apple Pods, wherever you get your podcast. You should be able to find us. Untamed with Chris O and Super Frankie. Check it out and tell your friends. Tell us about Nick.
Okay, so let me get you started. So I met Nick, a couple of years ago, with a friend of mine, Marco Tellerico. Nick is just an incredible entrepreneur. He's got a company called Spark Financial. They do mortgages. They do, what else do you guys do?
Yeah, insurance. We have a private lending fund, and we also have a non-for-profit called Spark Charity. We're big on philanthropy and giving back, and one of our missions is to leave this world a better place than we found it. Right? So yeah, lots going on.
So we didn't really come up with a reason why we're gonna have you on here today, but just by chance I bumped into Nick with a friend Marco. We were walking around, and you mentioned that last part, and I think that actually really resonates with me. If you don't mind, if we go into that little bit
Yeah,
of the mental health part and the charity part and some of the things that you're doing there.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So Nick is very involved in. I'll let you tell you about it, but he has this great campaign around this jacket that he wears as a QR code. He'll tell you all about it. And he got me a little bit excited about CAMH. I don't know if that's who he's going to choose this year, but one of these years he's definitely going to use CAMH as part of his campaign. But I'll let Nick tell you more about it.
Yeah, for sure. And again, very grateful for the opportunity to be rocking with you, gentlemen. You know, someone like Frankie is an idol and someone that I want to follow in regards to the footsteps that he leads within, because he's all heart, authenticity, an amazing entrepreneur, and how do you not love Frankie Disco? So,
Thank you.
I'm sure it's a first time meeting you, Chris, and I'm sure you're a fan of his as well, and I'll get to know you a little bit more. But thank you again for the opportunity. But yeah, man, I mean, my journey started 5 years ago, my recovery journey, and I'm an addict, and I was in a really, really dark place. I was suicidal and very close to taking my life, and it's when I fell to my knees and I asked, whoever you are, whatever you are, if you're out there, I need your help now because it's going to get bad. I have a wife, I have 3 kids, and at the time I had 2 little ones, and I felt when I was down on my knees something enter into me. And really, really long story short, from that day until now, I've been sober. I have 3 addictions arrested. And I made the big man upstairs a promise. And I said to him, because you saved my life and helped me for the rest of my life, I will always put my full energy and effort into helping as many people as I can as well. So, with that being said, that's where the non-for-profit started. We do multiple events from there, but the main initiative is called Support the Blazer. And I essentially, it's really simple. I wear a blazer for 30 days in a row. I cannot take it off, no ifs, ands, or buts. And it's
What about during sleep? When he
yeah,
sleeps, he can take it.
sleep and shower, right? But with that being said, we choose a different charity every year, and it's picked up a lot of steam through the 4 years. First year, we chose the Canadian Cancer Society. We raised 9,200. Second year, we chose $1 Million Smiles, which help children with life-threatening diseases and illnesses. We raised 23,000. Year three, I wore Don Cherry's blazer, and we chose Waves of Changes for Autism, a charity that gives back to autistic children under the age of 12. Last year was year four, and it was really, really special, not only because the amount of money we raised was 330,000, but that's when the Good People Army was birthed. So essentially, the first 3 years was just me wearing the blazer, and I went as hard as possible. I had as much media coverage as one can have: CTV, City News, Global, Toronto Culture, Z103. It was everywhere. And I said, I can't go harder. I can't wear the blazer for longer. I can't, penetrate a bigger sphere of influence. So I said, but we got a lot more work to do. We got a lot more people to help out. So how am I going to expand this? And then I know it was a download that I got from God, where he said, well, why don't you just ask other people to wear the blazer with you, man? So yeah, last year
Great
we
idea.
birthed the Good People Army. So there was 65 other individuals that joined me in wearing the blazer for 30 days. And yeah, we got to 330,000 because it's power in numbers. And these people are, other than the main recipient, These people are also able to pick their own charity, something that's close to their heart, maybe a friend or family member themselves have went through or suffered with, and they get to give back to that charity and join just a group of amazing people that are doing such beautiful work, selfless acts, and God's work here, right? So yeah, I'm pumped up. And this year, what we were meeting about, me and Frankie, we haven't announced it yet. We haven't made it official, but I know Frankie's connection with CAMH and how passionate he is about helping them expand their operation and doing the amazing things that they're doing right here in our own backyard in Toronto. And I'm very interested in doing collaboration with Frankie, with CAMH, and having them be the main recipient this year. So we're
it
just,
sounds like we're almost going to be
might
official. We might be getting official.
the first time we're making the announcement.
No,
we're
but he
moving in that
he said to me there's a lot of people chasing him, and I do understand that because it's very hard to get. As I said at the beginning of my golf tournament, the day I did my golf tournament, there was 25 to 30 other great golf tournaments for other great causes, and we have to support so many causes, and I'm so proud of some of the people that hosted their golf tournaments for their causes. Obviously, for me, CAMH is one. I was a patient, as everybody knows, for 3 to 4 years, 3 to 4 months. Gosh, thank God it wasn't 3 to 4 years. But people do spend that kind of time there, or lifers, as you've told me, because Nick also has some things that he deals with and family members like I do. And so I'm very excited to try to get him on board. I know the CAMH Foundation would love to have him on board because I saw after my golf tournament what you did, and I was very impressed. And I was very, supportive, and I'm very impressed with what Nick can do. Nick is, just kind of puts everything he's got into whatever he does. I think with his work, with his charitable stuff, Chris, you'll be super impressed. He's an Italian like you, Regina Ocuzzi. Everybody thinks I'm a Italian, but I'm a Polish. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought you were all
everybody thinks I'm Italian. It's because I've had a lot of Italian friends, and Polish and Italian get along really well.
He's even got an Italian
I know.
accent.
It's true. He does. He
So
does.
I'm one of those
He's had
people
it
that kind of
forever.
mimics. I'm one of those people that can kind of do, like, if I'm with an Indian guy, I start doing this. If I'm with a Chinese guy, it's funny. I can kind of I'm empathetic, so I kind of like, it's funny because I'll tell you a little story. I was in
Hey, before you do
Arizona.
that,
Sorry.
I wanted to ask Nick something, or I want to say two things. Nick, first of all, I just want to say congratulations on everything you're doing and your personal journey. And I want to say you're an inspiration. As much as Frankie, what he's gone through is an inspiration, you're an inspiration. And two, I know you mentioned, I just wanted to make sure we're clear for everybody listening. You mentioned that there's going to be the army of good people and doing the jackets, and there's the main cause, and then there's also they could do for their own cause. Does that mean that a little
Yes.
bit of each will go to both? Is that how that works?
Actually, no, it's even better than that. So if you choose the charity of your choice, however much money you raise for that charity, 100% of those funds go towards your charity. And you could wear the blazer along with the Good People Army and join just the same, right? Yeah,
Okay.
we're very big on giving everything back. And I mean, if it's close to your heart and you throw that blazer on and you want to go hard for it, then that's even more incentive to want to go hard for it because 100% of those funds will go to your charity, right?
Awesome.
Right. So I asked the same thing, and he said, "Well, what's great is that 17 of the people had their own charities, but a lot went to the charity that he was the main one that he's part of last year." So I thought that was great. Chris, if you'd let me tell my damn story about about the Italian and the Polish. So I was in Arizona, and I met this Italian guy at this really good Italian restaurant in Arizona. It was during one of my trips. And this guy goes to me, "What, you're not Italian?" I said, "I'm Polish." He goes, "Oh, I was married to a Polish woman. I was married to a Polish woman." He goes, "Did you know something? That the Polish national anthem refers to Italy. So apparently in the Polish national anthem, it refers to Italy. And in the Italian national anthem, it refers to Poland, the Sango de Polacco." So apparently that's, I've always had Italian friends like Chris, my best friend Adriano Belli, Marco, all these Italians and Polacks kind of get along.
Yeah.
And there must be something to do with the history.
Interesting.
Like the Sango de Polacco, and we refer to Italy. And I don't know what that is exactly, but we refer to Italy in our national anthem. So I've always, you said that in a funny way, but there is some truth to that. I like but you're half Polish, no, Chris?
No, I'm half Croatian. My wife's half Polish.
Oh, good. Oh, your wife's half
My
Polish.
wife's dad was born in Poland.
Well, are you a full Italian?
Yeah. My parents were born there.
Well, listen to his accent. He's like, you should be from New Jersey. He's like the Sopranos go there, remember? Like, it's good, but you're from Woodbridge.
No, I Dufferin and Sinclair.
Originally?
Yeah, still in Toronto, man. I'm at Keele and Rustic now. Rustic Bakery, Rustic and Raven.
My mom's Verdi.
I never lived in Woodbridge, right? Like,
my mother's Verdi florist on St. Clair and Lansdowne?
Oh, really?
Verdi florist, St. Clair and Lansdowne.
I was on Glenholm. Sinclair.
Bro, I'm like live at Tramari. Okay. Frank and all those guys.
Yeah.
They love me.
Yeah. Right on.
They did all the yeah. So is that so you're downtown? I thought you were in Woodbridge. I wanted to see you.
The office.
I was like, oh my God, I don't want to go up to Woodbridge. So we can see each other more often here. That's great.
Yeah. Steady.
Oh, buddy, we're gonna do lots of stuff. We're gonna be raising lots of money for years and years and years. I'm gonna help Nick because I got a big loud voice. So whatever charity he wants to do, if he does this one, I'm definitely gonna do the CAMH, but I'll help him a lot.
We're gonna do it.
Because listen, I'm blessed. I'm so
blessed. Time.
It's very exciting. Thank you, Nick. Thank you very much. No, listen. I've been blessed, and Nick has. I know that that just these little things can go such a long way. I'm such a lucky guy. You got saved. I got saved somehow. Yeah. So we got to give back, and that's exactly how I feel.
Yeah,
I feel exactly the same way. I don't know how else to tell you, but that's exactly how I feel. I don't want anybody ever going through what I went through, and CAMH is a great place to give money to, and thank you.
Yeah,
I really appreciate it because the money's going to go to a good place. I promise you.
Absolutely.
I'm glad. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, before you go,
I'm very excited to tell the foundation, and because we're going to make this one big.
100%.
Absolutely.
Nick, how do people get involved with your causes? With the Blazers.
Yeah, great question. So that was cool. Frankie got choked up. I got a little waters running through my eye right now too. I want to, but I got to pull through and talk for us over here. But it's very dark. The places in which we were and the things that run through our minds, and just what you got to deal with, and how many people. It's not just about us, the ones that are suffering. It's the loved ones and people that we're surrounded with that suffer so much too. And I think that, a lot of the sadness and a lot of us just feeling emotional around the topic is how many people, care and love for us and would have suffered if we didn't make it through, So definitely happy to be doing the collaboration and making the main recipient CAMH. But yeah, you can find out more about how to join the Good People Army at sparkcharity.ca. And, what I do is I make myself available for every call, every presentation, and every one of those 65 people that wore the blazer last year. I personally did a presentation with them that takes about 20 minutes to half an hour, and I was happy to enjoying it because there's nothing that I'm more passionate about. So they'll get to have that conversation, that presentation with me if there is interest in joining, and I take them through the journey because I want them to feel it, I want them to hear it, I want them to understand what they're getting involved with, and how important they are, and how important that effort that they're going to put in is. The story isn't about me, it's about us. And we're all God's children together. We're brothers and sisters, and we're here just for a short period of time. And then we go back with our creator, and we got to put in the work though while we are here to follow his word and to do right, but by what he wants, and that's to spread love. And that's what we're here to do, is to love and to spread that, and to make sure that the ones that are more fortunate like us, that we could just wake up and look and hear and smell and touch and feel and be able to just do what we're doing. We're part of the 1%. And it's our job to help the people that aren't as fortunate as us. And there's a lot of people out there that need our help, you know? So that's the story that you're a part of, is doing God's work here on this earth. And you wearing the blazer is like me wearing the blazer.
Yeah.
We're no different. It's not my campaign. I'm not the leader of it. God's the leader of it. And we're just all soldiers. And we all have a different blazer on, rocking out for 30 days. And we have fun high fiving each other. And you feel
Do you
different.
do like a nightly call or something, or what do you?
We have a WhatsApp chat, and we do activation events within the 30 days.
Nice.
So we do the launch event where we all get together, and you're going to say a speech there this year.
Okay, thank you.
And we get someone from the charity to speak. I speak. We say a prayer for the room, and we all put the blazers on together at the same time, and we charge out of that room on a mission for 30 days.
You love it.
Yeah, and there's last year we did the square. We were on the billboard there at Dundas Square, so we all had our blazers on, and we took a picture in front of the poster that we had on the biggest billboard. There's small activations that we do throughout, like we had a plane fly through the sky with a support the blazer tag, and we were all on the rooftop, you know, doing videos.
Yeah.
So we do, you know, move and shake throughout the campaign, and then we ended off at a gala for a big celebration to just simply like high five one another and celebrate the dub after 30 days of hard work, you know. And
That's
it's
awesome.
special, man, to say the least. So to know that, you know, gentlemen like Frankie Disco that has so much, you know, love with the community, and he's done right by so many people and continues to every day. He doesn't know any different, you know, is getting involved, and he's going to throw his weight and leaning into it. You know, what does that mean for the campaign, right? And that's what's so beautiful about it, right? Is the more people that touch it and that get involved with it and that throw their weight behind it, the more of the impact that we can make. And you know what, the dollar sign has gone up continuously every year, and so is the gala attendance, and I'm sure that'll continue to happen. But again, it's about spreading the love, you know, and it's about knowing that we are all brothers and sisters, and we're here to help, you know, people that are in need and unite, right? And that's the good people army number is what excites me, because that's just, it's just cool, right? Like,
Very cool.
100%.
and
It's very
yeah.
no, it's a very
Yeah.
good idea. The jacket is a great idea. I watched it last year. I was so impressed. I was a little tired after my golf tournament. And I watched you go for those 30 days, Nick. I saw you on you know, Nick's, you know, way better influencer than I am, but I'm just a joke of an influencer. But he really knows how to knows how to make proper videos, and you know, what he's doing now through this jacket campaign, you will see for the next 10, 20 years, he's going to impact lots and lots of people. As a matter of fact, actually, I was at Necker Island, which is the island owned by Richard Branson, in November, and met these guys that bought a charity from Andre Agassi, and it's very around mental health. And I will also loop them in, because there's these two twin brothers who are very the Wolfingtons. We're supposed to have a call next week about mental health, and I'll loop them in, because these guys are really big in the United States, and they've taken kids like through tennis programs, have changed their lives, and they're very much involved in the mental health space. So I'm going to loop them in, and I think we'll get some really interesting U.S. guys. Like this one guy is. He manages a few very, very big singers, Pink maybe, or anyway, some very big singers. His brother, they're very, very involved in mental health. So I'm very excited to be, you know, that Nick has chosen the CAMH Foundation and mental health as a topic this year. And obviously, Chris, thank you for having us on this podcast today, because you're the reason we have this podcast. And I met Chris, and I've known Chris since I was a kid, but you know, our plan is to put different people on every week. You know, all walks of life, and chatting about not just mental health, about businesses, about fun stuff, and obviously, and mental health. You know, it's got a stigma towards it, but it also, you know, what I love, and you know, I'm so glad Nick has you know, kind of done well, but that's what I want. That's the story I want to tell. I've been telling people at CAMH that we have to tell good stories, not just
Yes.
stories about people who aren't doing well or they're taking medication, their lives are crap. People get help there and it works, and they come
Yes.
out of there and it works, and they leave CAMH and it works. In the last month, I've had three friends. One of them went in for 2 days, came out feeling great. One went in for a check and said, I needed to get checked in there. The place is beautiful now and
Yeah.
it works. I'm so happy, Nick, we brought this as a topic.
Yeah.
It is a great place.
Absolutely.
There
Absolutely.
you
Chris,
go.
thanks for the call today. We're not going to bug you anymore. We're going to
No,
celebrate
it's
at
all good. I
CAMH.
love it. I love it. I actually, when is the Blazer campaign?
Yeah,
What
great
month?
question. So I mean, it is a 365-day-a-year job, as Frankie knows, and
Yeah,
I'm sure with charity work, but the 30 days that we're all going to be wearing the
yeah,
blazer is from October 15th to November 15th.
perfect.
And that'll be when the gala is on the November 15th to end off the campaign. But
Perfect.
yeah, I mean,
What's the campaign called?
support the blazer.
Support the Blazer.
Support the
So remember,
Blazer campaign.
support the Blazers. It starts October 15th to November 15th,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And that's great. And I am going to start getting behind her. We're going to start doing some things. I can't wait to tell Cam H in the next little while. I'm going to introduce Nick to the CEO who's going to jump over herself because she's so excited to get, great people like you on board to help, fundraise, which is at such an important place. So
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's
All right.
awesome. All right, Nick, it's good meeting you virtually. We'll meet in person before too long, I'm sure. Frankie will make sure of that. And Frankie, I love you, bro, as always, and sending
Yeah.
you guys virtual hugs from over here. So,
thanks.
All right.
From
all
he's
right, guys.
up in Muskoka. Look at
I'm in
him.
All
Muskoka,
right.
as you can tell.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, Chris.
Ciao,
Ciao,
ciao.
guys.
Take care, man.
This one a little long.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We appreciate you spending some time with us, and we'll see you again. Don't forget, we're everywhere: Spotify, Apple Pods, wherever you get your podcast. You should be able to find us. Untamed with Chris O and Super Frankie. Check it out and tell your friends.